Hey, all you ladies out there, do you want to win some free tools? That's right, I said free tools. The same type of tools that Joe uses around the house to save money on his projects. If you do, stick around. And you know what? It doesn't actually have to be for just ladies. You know, any guys out there, you want to peek in and look at these videos too, you can subscribe and you can be in the running for the tools as well. Alright, better get back to work. I gotta pay for these tools. Yo, Joe, let's speed it up. This is taking way too long. Alright, I'll speed it up. Here's some Allen wrenches. This is just a little cheap Allen wrench set. Okay, this is a good starter set. Here's just a little flat bar to loosen up trim or anything like that. This was like, oh, I don't know, $3. The Allen wrench set was $7, $8. This is what I like, super glue gel. And I get it in the small ones. You can get super glue in just regular glue, but then it gets all over the place. If you use the gel, you got more control, so always look for gel. I've got the two little ones. You can find these in a bigger squeezable, but then if you don't use very much, it can dry. The tip can dry out or get clogged, and so you know, generally you can only use this once or twice, and then the rest is going to be throwaway. You know, so that's why I've got two little ones. That was like $3. You know, all these little things you need. Here's some electrical wire and electrical tape. Just a roll of tape, 75 cents. You can spend $4 or $5 on it for other type if you want, but that'll do you. Here's some brushes here, and for cleaning, there's a plastic one, there's a steel one, and then there's this copper braided one too. You know, here you can get into the corners, and you know, just something like that. What was it, $4 or something? For cleaning, little paintbrush, you know, to do paint touch-up, or you can use it for a broom, whatever, and that was less than $1. It's just little things like this that you need to have at the spur of the moment. Okay, here's some plastic putty knives, a pack of 3. There's a thin one, you know, 1.5 inches. This one's probably 2 inch, and this, or 3 inch. This one here is a 6 inch. And I would not suggest using these to do your sheetrock patches or anything like that. This is something just to get you by, to do something really quick and easy, or if you want to get next to a door and you know, it's only 1 inch, you can take your snips, you can cut this off, and you can use this. You know, something like that. This was $3 or $4. Kaboom. And a regular putty knife. This one's a very flexible one. This is just one of the cheap buggers, $3.50 as opposed to $6.50 for the stainless steel one. This one is just steel. It'll work in a pinch. You find out once you start working, you can always upgrade to different types of tools later on. Okay, here's razor blades, just a couple razor blade holders and your razor blade scraper. Never know when you're going to need that. Here's a scratch awl. I use this for lots of things. It's got a very sharp tip on there. When you're installing plastic anchors and stuff, you can tap that into the sheetrock and push it in there, wiggle it around, and you know, mark different things, score different things. This is a must. Okay, I use mine quite often. Now here's a little tape measure. This is just a cheapie. This was like $3, and this is a 12-footer. Okay, and I also like the fact that on these tapes, it actually reads 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8. Some tape measures don't do that. And this is just a little one to throw around and measure something really quick before you go to the store. Obviously, you need something like a 25-footer or something like that later on to do actual projects. But, you know, just to bum around, $3 will do you. Okay. Also got a nail set here. They have 3 different types of nail sets. This is 2 30 seconds. They have 1 30 seconds, 2 30 seconds, and 3 30 seconds. You can get them in a nail set too, a whole set, you know, of 3 for cheaper than you can buy 3 separate ones. But you know, for mid-range, the middle one, 2 30 seconds will do you in a pinch. Here's some wire nuts. Everybody needs a few wire nuts. And I got these because there's 4 different sizes here. You can get other packs kind of like this with 3 different sizes. But you know, you never know when you're going to need something like that. What else we got? Here's some Teflon tape for your plumbing. You've got to have that. And you know what? I ended up buying this. I'm going to take this back too because I'm cheap. I got a 6-pack, same type of thing, but if you buy these in a 6-pack or 2 or 6, whatever at the store, if you know you're going to need a lot, it's way cheaper to buy things in bulk. Okay? So think about that when you're buying onesie twosies if you know it's something you're going to use all the time. I cracked up at the store. I had to get these little gadgets here because it was like $4.88. So every time you're at the store, if you look at little different places when they sell the little chintzy things all over the place, you might get something that you like. And mainly, I would have spent $4.88 just for this. Okay, you push the button and then this squeezes out at the end, and you can grab. You can grab different things. And this works really good for cleaning out like your shower drain. I've used this and pulled all kinds of stuff out because you're only going down to the trap. This is plenty long to get down to the trap, or if you're, or you know, anything like that. But this has really come in handy for certain things, getting something out of the toilet. Sometimes you can fish that up there and grab it, you know, whatever. I've done that before. And you know, something behind the refrigerator that dropped. Oops. And it came with this little bucket. I probably never will use it, but it's magnetic. You know, so if you're working somewhere, you got some screws on there, it'll catch your different things you can put in there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But there it is. And this came with it too, a little scope here that you can turn this and you can look at stuff underneath, whatever, you know. Have I ever used one of these things? I've always gotten by with never having to use this ever. But it might come in handy. It came with these other things for $4.88. And this little thing telescopes out, and you can reach under wherever, and you can grab different things. It's just a magnet on the end. Okay? You just grab things. It's actually pretty cool. I kind of wish I had one of these. Retractable. There you go. Another cool few things to put in your bag. Oh, I use these tin snips all the time. This is my favorite tin snips that I use for everything. This one's a Wiss, and it's red handle. They got red, yellow, green handles. And this, you can cut curves, you can cut straight. I mean, I can pretty much do anything with these that anyone can do with the other ones. I can cut straight, I can curve and cut corners with this or whatever. Okay? And just to show you, look at mine. I mean, these have been with me almost for life. And they're kind of dull now, but you know, they pretty much cut just about anything that I ever need. Steel, believe it or not. Right there. Well, here's the new ones. They're a little bit thinner and stuff, but this will do you and serve you well. You know, the hardest thing about when you get tools at the store is how do you cut the package open? Hey, I just whip out my whisk cutters, zip right on up and do it that way. Now you can do that yourself. And this will cut, you know, metal, steel, and just different things that you never would have known. You just don't want to use these as heavy cutters to cut your wire or something like that. That's why you got those other cutters, okay? Know which tool to use for what project you're working on. Just one more thing with these. You know, these will cut pretty much like scissors too. These suckers are sharp. So just be careful with that and know they'll do many things for you. Here's something that I went to 4 different stores to try to find this. Nobody had them. I mean, these must be a hot seller for some reason. It's just a little tester, electrical tester. You plug this into an outlet, or for any wires, you put one on the white wire, one on the black wire, or any, you know, different combinations to see if you have hot power and the light comes on. Now they have one like this that'll show you 120 and 240 power, but you don't need anything like that. You know, this is just a starter set for you, and I use these for all kinds of things, and I'm glad I have them too, by the way. You know, these should set you back maybe $4. That's about it for your starter set. Now, you know, how much would you begin to think that all this stuff costs? Right here, I added it up. It was, what was it? It was a little less than $200. You know, it was like $186. But guess what? Guess what I'm going to do for one lucky subscriber of mine? Yes, I'm going to have a tool giveaway, and you're going to get this whole set. That's right, you're going to get everything here for one small cost of, for free. I'm going to send you this right here. Yes. I'm going to ship it direct to you. Everything in here you need to get going, stuff that you can have. The only thing I'm not going to give you is your little wire tester, because this one's mine. You're going to have to go buy one yourself. Sorry about that. Alright, now how can you win this? Stick around. Well, that's all the time I have, but I'll be back with more videos.